Alright, our street sleeper is coming right along. As you saw in my paint video that me and Kevin did, how we did the metallic on the tailgate and on the bed, doing that method allows me to paint this apart with a lot more confidence that it's going to match. So I was able to, as big as this truck is, I was able to match this off because I have a line right here, and I painted all this intersection at first. I had to build a jig around it so I could stand up high enough to get around it. And then once I got that paint, that allowed me to paint that, mask that off, and then paint the cab separate, so I don't have to get up there and step and lean over this to paint this tall roof. And then I painted the side of it, and then I was able to go in there and paint the bed of it, and got a perfect match on everything. So it looks absolutely beautiful. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm doing all my assembling and doing everything I can do to let this paint set as long as possible. And then the very last thing I'll do is cut and buff it. That way I can get this thing cured down enough. I don't have a way to cook it, so it lets it cure down. If I was actually really push real hard, and I painted this several days ago, I could probably put a little fingerprint in it. So I want that to cure on out, shrink on down, then I'll mark all my little pieces of trash, and then we'll sand and buff this thing, and then send it home. So sleeper's coming real well. Want to show you how good a match all this did, and stay tuned for our next update. Alright, before we go here, I want to give you one quick look of this truck outside just to show you how good this blend is. This is a high metallic paint, and it is easy to get the color to change a little bit depending on temperature and how you spray and how far you get away from the panel. A lot involved with being able to change the color of this a shade or two either way. So using the drop method that Kevin showed us on that last video we had, you can see here how beautiful it is. Even though I painted this part of the truck at one time, the roof at a separate time, the bed at a separate time, and the bed cover at another time. And those times of days vary because of humidity and temperature and all involved can change this a shade or two. But using that wet on wet drop coat method really looks beautiful. So let me give you a closer look at it all the way around. I want to show you in the engine bay and show you our rapture liner that we sprayed in the bed. Alright, you can see our bed to cab color is just beautiful. You can actually see me in the reflection a little bit. I haven't sanded or buffed this yet. This is straight out of the gun. I put on 5 coats of clear. I kind of take my time with that clear so that I don't get any solvent pop underneath the engine. We painted all the firewall. You cannot tell this truck was a different color. Our engine is running extremely strong, very well. We upgraded the grill just a little bit. Still hadn't got all my interior in it. Got it in there getting ready to do the dyeing on it. Inside of it I put a spray on rapture liner bed liner. This bed liner, I actually put 10% of the actual paint in it and then spray it on. It gets a real nice match, real nice sheen. We upgraded the tail lights. Very slick. You can see me in the reflection. Like I said, I have not cut and buffed this yet, and it is 5 coats of clear. Beautiful. And then over here is the bed cover that I painted at a complete different time, complete different mix, an exact match, beautiful metallic. And that is getting us wrapped up on our street sleeper.